moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady. 50. We own it. We own it. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Breeze now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Switch, switch, switch. Here, 21, 21.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
11. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Fight on these two. I'll go blue lane. Silver.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Easy.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
57 colors.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, check back 27.
From the 27, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Yellow. There's a warning. 50, yellow.
36.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Check 4. Back.
Check 50 on Sunday.
Twist.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check pass, check. Easy, opposite.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
You're good. High 4, ready. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Hey, Alpha.
Breeze now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
5-9. Mike, 53, Mike. 61, matchbox lights.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards.
Yellow.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run on first down. Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll run it with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Watch the pass.
Yellow.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Down top.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
15.
Here we go with Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch. Six guard. Check 6 guard. Watch the edge. 25. Check. Hey, Q.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set. 5-9. March 56. Watch the run. Tighten up. Hey, Q. Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike 5-4. No chance. Motion.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Cap. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Echo.
Dude. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And let's get this.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
43. 43.
Shit.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I don't need to. Attack.
I can't believe they even let you play. Smoke. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Squeeze, double up. Both ends.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Line. There's a line.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow.
Here we go again. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Mike.
Yellow. There's a line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Yellow.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check, 47. I got him. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot.
They will run with Ware. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Saints 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hatch it. Switch. Slam.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Pilot, 64, weak.
Shift.
Tonight.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
54. Watch the out.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
15.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm scared.
15.
Mike 54.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 45-yard line.
Color.
Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 56. Mike 56.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you straight ahead.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
13.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
and this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Breeze going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slip.
Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.